And we are back with Lone Echoes. I'm aware that my webcam is being very jittery and slow. That's because I've got no lighting. I got no lighting, and I've got that on. And I can't, if I turn off a particular setting, you get the whole scanline things. Not very fun. Also, audio might be a bit weird, because I've been experimenting with some audio settings. Ooh, look at me, I'm professional! No, that's a lie. Oh, there we go, finally. Gee. Right, what was I doing again? Ah, right, yes, you...
Bugger off, you nasty little...
Right, yes, I remember now. There we go. I remember the buttons now. It's only been, what, 6 months since I last played this? Okay, how am I meant to deal with you?
Jack! You made it.
Is everything all right?
Well, I still have a mindless tentacle monster trying with all its might to eat my face. But he hasn't actually managed to do it yet, so all in all, I'd say things are going pretty well.
Oh.
Listen, why don't I keep this little bugger occupied while you deal with the one on the door? Juno, you can help him out there, right?
I believe so.
How? With what? And who? And where? And...
If you could lure the ticks into this disposal unit, you may be able to eject them into space.
I need to... Come on, let me...
The disposal unit is unpowered. Is there an electrical bypass nearby?
There should be one in this room.
Disposal unit powered on. Now how do I eject the ticks?
The tick is siphoning power from the disposal unit. You'll have to use the manual ejection switch.
God, these things are disgusting.
Cool. Bye-bye, tick. Bye-bye, me.
These things are disgusting.
Tick sent.
Way to go, Jack.
Just one more to go.
Oh, I shouldn't have kept that held, should I?
Is there some way to open these shutters?
The controls are inoperable.
I can't just force them open?
I suppose you could try, though the mechanism locking them in place is quite robust. It would require a considerable amount of force to break it.
I could...
Persistent, I'll give them that.
Liv, go to the door.
Will do.
I would assume... I see now. Yes.
Liv, maybe if you go to the window.
I got you.
I got it now. I got it. Okay, this makes sense. Why? When did I have this? I think I see a locking mechanism there and there. Let's see.
Stubborn little bloaters, aren't they?
I go over here. Maybe they'll leave me and go for Olivia. Oh yeah, no, he wants me now. I think I've buggered myself over a little bit. There we go. Right. So hopefully I don't generate more than she does.
Oh, I must say, you made that look incredibly easy.
He does that.
Alright.
Liv, come over to the door.
Whatever you need.
There we go. I am now safe. Oh, that's my radiation protection. Oh, nice. Okay. And bye bye, Tinky Winky, Wicky Wicky.
That's it. We're clear.
Confirmed. Room secure.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Now, Juno, if you would, please.
Jack, I need you to repower the door so I can open it.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Appreciate it. Are you alright?
Of course. Somehow I managed to make it through the loading bay unscathed.
Was that a brag I just heard?
That was rather remarkable.
Don't encourage him.
Maybe not
The
unscathed.
important thing is we're finally clear of the biomass.
Captain Rhodes,
What is it?
more biomass.
Juno, you're kidding me right now with this.
Let's see. I see some, but not any ticks.
No, you're not kidding.
Not to worry, Captain. I already have a solution. While sorting through the station's database, I managed to locate a set of design specs for a protective EVA suit.
Oh, that's good.
An EVA suit.
And convenient.
With an air supply.
A limited air supply. We'll still want to get you to a stable environment as soon as possible. More importantly, the suit will provide limited protection against the biomass. I've already queued up the schematic. All you have to do is enter the fabricator, and we can begin.
Can't we just print the suit and I'll put it on out here?
The fabricator will perfectly form the suit to fit your body. It only takes a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, though, does this mean I'm gonna be escort missioning you? I'm not gonna like it.
Captain, you have to hold still.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Okay. Juno, you could have warned me this was going to feel so weird.
How would I know?
AI. Okay.
Well, what do you think? Bit of a step up, wouldn't you say?
Practically anything would be an improvement over your old Chronos suit.
What makes you say that?
Well, for a start, this suit isn't being held together by duct tape.
Yeah, well, give it time. Come on, let's go.
Give me a moment to open the door.
Well,
The ship is just up ahead.
after me.
Ugh, I almost forgot how nauseating this stuff looks up close.
No cause for alarm. Your suit's filtration system is designed specifically to handle airborne contaminants. You'll remain safe as long as direct contact is avoided.
I was more worried about my eyes, actually.
Oh, that would actually be really horrible. That would be really horrible, come to think of it.
Is the ship not connected to the station?
Given the risk of contamination, the ship remains severed from the facility. Only under the most extreme circumstances...
I'd say this qualifies.
Of course, Captain. Stand by while I extend the gangway. Once inside, I suggest making your way to the bridge. From there...
Yeah, I'm familiar. From the cockpit, I can use the number 2 engineering panel to cycle the reactor and bring the ship online.
That's correct.
Juno, are you not coming with us?
All the power disruptions have rendered me unable to connect to the ship's mainframe. Once the power levels normalize, I should be able to join you on board. Good luck.
Cool. You left me hanging, though. Alright. See, I'm expecting Murphy's Law to kick in here. Something bad's gonna happen, and I'm gonna have to fix it.
God. What are the odds?
What do you mean, Liv?
Oh, nothing. It's just... I grew up on a ship almost exactly like this one. It
Oh.
was part of the Solar Colonial Initiative.
How long do you suppose it's been in service?
No idea. I just need to find someone and ask.
Find someone and ask. Yeah, right. But just in case, I'm going to throw this... I was going to say I have one for...
Atmospheric pressure normal. Oxygen levels normal.
Well, that's promising.
I was going to say I had one for beating, one for throwing.
Hello? Anyone here?
Nothing. I think it's just us, Jack.
You think?
Well, let's have a look, shall we?
I can do that. Oh, wait, that means I'm
This
going to
place
be irradiated, aren't I?
kind of nice, actually.
It's nice.
Well, it's a relic, to be sure, but seeing something familiar, something from our time. It's the closest to home we've been in what feels like an eternity.
I was going to ask, what's the,
It's a bit worn down, but it appears we are on the Argos.
It reads 2124. This ship was only 2 years old when we left.
I was going to ask, what's the usual, how long does a ship spend in space before it should be considered decommissioned?
There are a multitude of emblems, presumably from previous missions.
I don't think this ship was ever decommissioned.
Sorry, how many years are we in the future here? Should we be here? Is this safe? I don't like that sound. That is...
Cockpit controls are this way.
That...
Damn. The bridge door's unpowered.
Is there another way?
Pioneer-class ships like this have only one hatchway to the bridge. So no. We'll need to get resourceful. Let's look around.
Yes, but, that is venting atmosphere. Anything of use here? Nope. Well, engineering, this looks like this would be the best place. Oh, we got a hydrophonic sensor here. That's good. That means that we have food and a lot of... Yeah, that's not... An atmosphere, why don't you? Okay, that looks like a reactor. Right, let me...
Could this be a source of power?
This looks like a drill. Is this a drill? Right, I went quicker than you. Well... there we go. That's Hazfine for some reason. I got it. Oh, I'm like a kid again. Are we young? Oh, okay, hey, steady on, 6 feet, 6 feet.
I'm betting it's the reactor.
I knew it.
Given its size and location, it seems likely, but I'm entirely unfamiliar with this design.
As am I. I say we turn it on and find out. If it works, the ship should start generating its own power again.
Which would give us stable life support.
Exactly. What in the... I'll see if there's a way to turn it on directly. Do you want to give the room a once-over in case there's an external control?
Okay. You were starting a conversation somewhere.
There are a number of wires coming out of the device.
Can you see what they connect to? Might lead to something useful.
Okay, following wires.
Surprisingly, these components are still receiving power.
It's a good sign. The reserve batteries are still working.
Okay, finally. So, okay, yellow.
Any luck finding controls? I'm not seeing much here.
I'm working on it! Jesus Christ, so impatient. It's almost like I'm in zero gravity and having to traverse my way around places to... Okay, here we go. Oh, well, this is a fire hazard. Okay. So if I had to... Oh,
The wires feed into some sort of switch.
Okay, well, give it a try. It could be linked to the reactor.
okay.
Oh, Jack. That console just came on. What did you do? Wait, it stopped.
Do I have something heavy I could wait?
Here we go. Unfortunately, not controls for the reactor. It's a console for a cargo lift. I'll try lowering it. See if it leads to something useful. Whoa, wait a minute.
Warning. Biomass threat detected.
Oh.
Containment protocols engaged.
Jack, come look at this. These canisters are holding ticks in some sort of stasis.
There is a device on top.
Oh, right. It's emitting some sort of energy field.
Could the field be keeping them docile?
I think you're right. Look, they have no idea we're here.
Juno,
What the hell?
do you copy?
Who was... Jack? You can hear that, right? I've not gone daft.
Hear what, Liv?
This is no time for jokes, Jack.
Juno, respond. What's happening over there?
See?
People?
There.
Person? Another person?
This is Captain Olivia Rhodes. Who are you?
Olivia Rhodes. What are you doing on my ship?
Your ship?
Yes, my ship. What are you doing out of the habitat?
We lost power. Juno brought us here to try and get life support.
Never mind. Just stay where you are. I'll be there as soon as I finish rebooting the ship's power grid. Harlan,
Wait.
out.
Another person?
Jack, if he reboots the power grid, what would that mean for these containment canisters? If they lose power, maybe we should find out from farther away. Nothing wrong with being a bit cautious.
Containment protocols engaged.
No, damn it. We're
Oh.
locked in.
We can remove the biomass by raising the lift.
Right. I've got the lift controls. Get me power again. I'll
Yeah,
start
working
the
on it.
lift as soon as the console's active.
Yeah, I'm...
Got it. Sending lift now. Come on, come on, come on!
Power cycle initiated.
No! We're not gonna make it!
Auxiliary power initializing.
Shit! Shit!
Yeah. It,
Jack!
Liv,
My God!
oh.
Reaction protocols initializing.
Reactor. How do I turn on the reactor? Ah! What do I need to... Okay.
Conduit connected.
Okay. Coming.
Conduit connected.
While we're young, while young, while we're young.
Thanks, Jack.
Okay.
That was too close.
Of course, Liv.
Dad? You're glitching.
FTO engaged.
Liv?
What?
What's happening?
Delta combat response. Wait. Hold on.
Athena, report.
Sensors reading unidentified spatial anomaly in this sector.
Cross-check Atlas database for similar phenomena.
Hi, O'Brien.
No records found. Recommend mission abort.
Negative. Maintain course. The Kronos 2 remains priority.
Acknowledge. Delta Actual.
13? Delta 13? You appear to be in distress.
Who is Delta 13?
I will take your response as confirmation.
Delta 6, is there a problem?
I suppose that depends, Actual. Does Delta 13 often forget their own designation?
Athena, 13 appears to be malfunctioning. Please advise.
Possible EM interference from the anomaly. Warning. Electromagnetic event detected.
That was interference from the anomaly.
Affirmative. Recommend all units perform cursory systems check.
Proceed.
Units, please verify your operational status. Delta Actual.
Online.
Delta 9.
Online.
Delta 6.
Online?
Delta 13.
What's happening?
Athena, Delta 13 is displaying signs of impairment.
Recommend monitoring unit for further malfunctions.
Acknowledged. Delta 6. Delta 13 is your responsibility until further notice.
Acknowledged. Engaging chaperone.
What is going on?
Delta 13, please confirm.
That won't be necessary.
But confirmation is a necessary step in the protocol. Though your statement still acknowledges the order and therefore satisfies the requirement. Though that is a peculiar way to...
Be advised, approaching Kronos 2 mining facility. Distance 4,800 meters.
Did she say we are approaching the Kronos 2?
Affirmative. The station went dark several days ago. We're here to determine why.
The station was destroyed when an unknown vessel arrived through temporal displacement. The ensuing debris impacts resulted in catastrophic damage.
That is an oddly specific theory.
It's not a theory. I was there.
Delta Actual. Short-range communications have intercepted a pre-recorded distress call from the Kronos 2 captain.
Patch it through.
Titan Command, if you're out there, this is Captain Olivia Rhodes. Kronos 2 is lost. Say again, my station has been compromised. We were hit by a debris storm caused by the arrival of an unknown vessel in our sector. Damage is catastrophic.
That is my captain, Olivia Rhodes.
What do you mean, 13?
My name is Jack. I served on the Kronos 2.
Jack. From the Kronos 2. If that were true, how are you here now?
I'm still figuring that out.
Proximity alert. Sensors detecting unknown devices in the area.
Isolate and enhance.
Isolate and enhance. What the hell is going on here?
Identify.
No matching records. The design suggests weaponization, threat assessment, and determined.
Are there other ships?
Also, you sound like
in the
Juno.
Scanning. The SCI Ithaca and accompanying fleet are on course to pass within 47 kilometers of this location.
That's too close. We need to establish a warning beacon. No civilian vessel should. Athena, report.
Warning. Electromagnetic event imminent.
That was unconventional.
It only gets worse.
Recommend maintaining a minimum safe distance from the anomaly.
Acknowledge. Begin deceleration for deployment. Prioritize threat assessment.
Initiating emergency deceleration. Vectoring to nearest device. Deceleration complete. Be advised, the nearest device is directly off the port bow.
Understood. Delta 9, take point with me. Deploy recon sats.
Affirmative.
Beginning assessment. Secondary objective, establish a warning beacon.
Oh.
Remaining Delta units, deploy now.
That's us, 13.
Oh.
Recon Sat 3 indicates the device may be a form of torpedo. Moving to secure.
Let's
Oh.
get moving.
Oh.
Biological
Also, this is
agents
kind of
detected.
cool.
Warning. Third electromagnetic event imminent. Anomaly pulse detected.
All units, brace for impact.
Okay, bye! Okay, Cronus 2. Do I have another AI in me? I need to just quickly look at something here. Oh,
Jack!
yeah. Oh, we help
Jack! It's okay. It's me. It's Liv.
Liv?
Jack, you're all right.
Liv. Something's happened. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it.
I pulled your memory archive while you were out. Your logs are flooded with all this bizarre data. Delta Squad, bio-torpedoes, something called the Ithaca. Jack, what is all this? What's going on?
Liv, I saw the Kronos. I saw our old station.
Come again?
I was on a ship, a shuttle. There were other Echo units, a military detachment sent to investigate what happened to the Kronos.
Okay. Maybe you're not so alright after all. Called that one a little too early.
It's not a malfunction. I was there. I was home.
Okay. I believe you. Listen, there's something you need to know.
Yeah.
While you were out, I had a chance to meet with the captain of this ship.
The man we heard over the comms?
His name is Dr. Harlan. He said... He told me...
Liv, what is it? What's wrong?
You know what? It's probably better if you just see it for yourself. We can get a closer look at your memory archive while we're at it.
I don't like the sound of this.
Come on, follow me.
Also, I have no idea.
Disable the insulation fields, allowing the ticks to escape.
What about the FTL?
Damage to the drive assembly is negligible, but the incident has completely drained our fuel cells.
Listen, this Dr. Harlan isn't what you might call the cheeriest of souls. He might take some getting used to.
Okay.
Juno, I have Jack. Can you let us up?
No.
I did warn you the station's generator was temperamental.
And how much longer can the ship operate on emergency power?
Maintaining our current energy draw? A few hours.
A few hours.
Hey.
Harlan?
Jack, you finally recovered.
Yes, I'm finally
I was
awake.
beginning to think the blast from the FTL had obliterated your neural matrix.
So, you're the android. The Echo unit.
My name is Jack.
So I've been told.
Jack, this is Dr. Harlan.
Hello.
My administrator.
Hello.
What exactly are you doing here, Doctor?
Good question coming from you.
Dr. Harlan is a geneticist, specializing in the biomass.
You're here to study the biomass?
I'm here to try and find a way to destroy it.
He's also the one responsible for our extended stay in the hab.
That was for your own safety. I would think that would be painfully obvious by now.
Dr. Harlan, I need you to show Jack what you showed me.
I have work to do. He's your android. You explain it to him.
He needs to see it.
Captain, perhaps I can be of some assistance.
Okay. Alright. What's the kicker you're gonna throw at me here?
Are you certain you want to see this again, Captain?
Just pull it up.
Very well.
What exactly am I looking at?
The future. All this orange you're seeing on the map, that's all biomass. That's how far it's spread.
To date, the infection has consumed approximately 56% of the habitable solar system.
Including Earth.
How did all this happen?
It starts with us.
What?
With us?
With the destruction of the Kronos. 7 October, 2126. Your station, the Kronos 2, is almost completely destroyed when an unknown vessel suddenly appears in your sector.
Uh-huh.
The Estrella.
Oh.
When the Estrella traveled back to our time, it brought the biomass with it. And when we left...
The infection stayed behind.
Are we starting to see where this is going?
In the days following the incident, a fleet of Atlas survey ships unknowingly passed through the infected zone. Most of the fleet's crew complement is consumed by the biomass. The infected fleet proceeds along its predetermined course toward Earth. One by one, the now crippled vessels collide with the planet's surface, unleashing a global infestation. Humanity has no defense.
Billions of people. Most of the planet. Just... gone.
I want to say that's not our fault. That was not our fault.
The remnants of humankind are scattered across the solar system. But without any means to combat the spread of the biomass,
It's only a matter of time. All those people.
in truth, the initial death toll would likely have been higher had it not been for the captain of the Ithaca, who managed to...
The Ithaca?
The Ithaca was the flagship of the returning fleet.
Ithaca. I've seen that name before.
Hardly surprising.
I remember it as well. I heard it when I was in the past.
When you were what?
Oh, that's it. That's where I saw it. In your memory logs.
Oh, I got a new reward for the home.
Look. Jack, would you mind running us through what we're seeing here?
I recall overhearing the ship was expected to arrive in Saturn orbit within a few days.
I don't understand. For that to be true, these logs would have to be from 2126. A full 3 months before the Ithaca crashed on Earth.
I know it seems unlikely, but my memory logs are correct. For a brief few minutes, I was in the past.
This is why your memory was so fragmented. In the control room. Because you went back in time.
Not physically. Just my data. My consciousness. I believe the FTL accident may have briefly opened another temporal anomaly, disabling my shell and forcing my protocols to transfer to another echo unit.
400 years in the past.
Evidently.
You believe Jack's account, Captain?
It makes sense. A botched FTL jump is the whole reason we're in this mess to begin with.
It's the only explanation.
That is difficult to dispute.
Do you know you with us?
Oh, apologies, Captain. I was distracted.
You're a Athena,
Something
aren't you?
wrong?
I'm not sure. Can we access this memory block?
Just a sec.
Just as I thought.
What are we looking at here?
Some form of biomass weapon. I first encountered them while searching for you on the Estrella, and then again just now, when I went to the past.
Dr. Harlan,
What now?
As I recall, they tend to detonate when you get close, releasing a flood of biomass spores.
Oh, lovely.
Dr. Harlan,
Still not now.
Dr. Harlan, you should really take a look at this.
What part of not now do you not understand?
What? What is it?
The torpedo appears to be undetonated.
What's that supposed to mean?
Where did you pull this image from?
This is from one of Jack's recent memory logs.
Recent memory logs?
It's difficult to explain. It may or may not involve time travel.
I'm sorry, what?
We can
Yeah,
parse
time
out
travel.
the details later.
You ever play
Right
Chrono
now,
Trigger?
Doctor,
Chrono Cross?
You do realize what this could mean.
A solution.
Solution to what? Will someone please tell me what the hell's going on?
Right. Come with me.
I assume that invitation also extended to me? What?
You're studying these weapons, these biotorpedoes.
They're not weapons so much as incubators. Inside each one is a sampling of the biomass-based genetic material. The infection in its purest form.
Let me guess.
All you need to know is this. If I could manage to sequence this material, I am confident I could develop a means to eliminate the biomass.
So a
You're
vaccine.
saying a cure?
It's what I've been searching for. But every torpedo I've encountered has been detonated. I've never seen one with its payload still intact.
But I have.
If that's true, then you may have just found the key to saving what's left of humanity.
Cool.
Dr. Harlan, I'm afraid we may have more pressing matters.
Juno's right. Energy reserves are dipping into the red. I suggest we table this conversation until we find a way to restore the station's generator.
Perhaps there's something we can do.
Dr.
man.
Harlan, this is the part where you ask us for help.
How do we fix the generator?
Fixing the generator isn't the problem. The problem is getting to it. The generator facility is not accessible from within the station. You need to approach from the exterior. Search the outer hull for a way inside it.
With a few improvements, you should have no trouble at all.
Improvements? Hold on. Improvements?
Exactly what sort of improvements do you
Do I get
have
a gun?
in mind?
Nothing drastic. Just an entirely new shell.
I'm sorry.
Well, you can't go venturing out to the generator in that old relic. No offense intended, of course.
Of course.
Is this really necessary?
Transferring Jack to a newer shell will allow him to more easily interface with the station's various systems.
But will I get a
As well
gun?
as drastically improve his ability to maneuver in open space.
An arm cannon.
Not to mention,
All right. Fine. So long as there's not too much...
want an arm
strength
cannon,
on
and I want it
our
now.
reserves.
this way, Jack.
Okay. Okay, Juno.
I have already identified a shell design I believe you'll find satisfactory. It was originally meant for rapid emergency response. The base design includes enhanced speed and durability, as well as a data link compatible with the station's architecture.
Okay. Is this it?
These cargo containers are designated for terraforming equipment.
Probably used to store spare parts for Atmo processors. Spent a lot of time around tech like this.
I've already uploaded the shell's blueprints. It'll only take a moment to complete fabrication.
Yeah.
This looks familiar.
I've already adjusted the shell's underlying design to account for the particulars of Jack's neural matrix. All you'll need to do is shut yourself down, so I can transfer your processes to the new shell.
I'm gonna go back into the past, aren't
That's all,
I?
is it?
Don't worry, Captain. The transfer will be seamless.
I'm gonna go back to the past. I just want to let you know. You want me to say anything to anybody over there? You know,
Construction
phone
complete.
call to your mum.
The new shell is prepped for transfer.
It looks like him.
Yes, I incorporated Jack's existing facial structure into the shell's design. I thought it might help distinguish him.
He is quite distinguished.
Jack, you're clear to initiate the shutdown procedure. Whenever you're ready.
Christmas.
This appears to be an old travel poster. I wonder how many settlements this ship has visited.
Posters like that were hard to miss when I was growing up. Just about every planet and colony had their own. Seems to be in pretty decent condition too, especially for being 4 centuries old.
Okay,
Same could be said for us.
Liv, we've been over this.
Yes, we have. And if I'm not mistaken, we agreed I was right.
That's not how I recall it.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Okay, well, you know, I'll get you a drink.
Shields at 95%.
Oh, I am.
Initialize neural matrix transfer. Verify hardware connection. Okay. Mapping core protocols to target. Success. Initialize boot sequence.
Oh.
Jack? Jack, look at me.
Oh, there's
You're
all that
right.
remains to me.
I'm sorry. Who is Jack?
Do you know what
Liv.
the...
I'm fine. I was only joking.
Oh, God, you had me worried.
The transfer worked just as Juno said. It was funny though, right?
Hilarious. Well, Jack, I'll say this. You certainly clean up nice.
Thank you. I must admit this shell's architecture is much more spacious than my previous one.
Just don't go forgetting where you came from.
Now that the transfer is complete, I'd suggest running calibrations to acclimate your software to the new shell.
That's actually not a terrible idea.
Then it's settled. I'll queue up the appropriate modules.
Sit tight, Jack. We'll have you sorted quick enough.
So you're not even giving me an option. Okay, well, alright. Let's see what new fancy fun stuff you're giving me. Or is it going to be the same as before? Primary boost.
Module M201. Primary boosters.
Okay, does this mean I got like a super boost?
Your EVA pack allows you to boost forward in the direction you are looking.
I have an EVA pack?
Use your boost to reach the console ahead.
Wait, hold on. Oh!
Well done.
Yeah.
Please press the hollow button to continue. Now boost to the end of the hull before the walls close in on you.
Before the walls
Multiple
went now?
boosts may be required.
Okay. Well, I made it.
Excellent. Calibration module complete.
Cool. Does this mean I'm gonna have a chase sequence?
Module M116.
I hope I'm not having a chase sequence. I'm
Braking
not gonna like that.
thrusters. This module will calibrate your braking thrusters, which allow you to stop in place without grabbing any surfaces.
Okay.
You will continue to slow down for as long as you hold your braking thrusters. We'll practice this in the room ahead. Please meet me there to continue.
So this is what the multiplayer like blitzball style thing is.
There are 2 target zones in this room. Please boost into one of the zones and hold your braking thrusters until you come to a full stop.
Okay, now I got this.
Success. Now use your braking thrusters to stop inside target zone B.
Easy. There we go.
Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
I'm glad the important part that they focus on is just my face.
Module J101. Data interfaces.
Oh wait, am I gonna be hacking now? Am I gonna become a hacker man? Oh, I think I'm about to become hacker
Your
man.
new body is capable of equipping multiple tools. In
Ooh.
addition to your cutter, you now also have a data link. With it, you can interact with data ports around the station
Oh,
to
wait, hang
activate
on.
objects or download information. Tap the button under your wrist to open the tool selection interface. Now, grab and pull the data link icon with your other hand. Good. This tool
it's this
allows you
again.
to interact with data ports throughout the station. You can also activate your cutter on your other hand, if you need to use both tools simultaneously.
Ooh.
To proceed, move to the data port above the door ahead, and use your data link to activate it.
Oh man, I can't have both. I want both. I want dual-wielding laser cutters. Okay, fine.
Please use your data link tool on the data port above the door.
Okay,
Well
that's
done.
cool.
Please
Kinda good,
proceed
still
to
got
the room
these.
ahead. Some data ports will activate systems throughout the station.
Okay.
Others will allow you to retrieve useful information from the station systems.
Alright.
In this room, you can find a floating data tile and an observation drone. Scan their data ports to proceed. Excellent. Now, download the data from the data tile to proceed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I kinda like that. Yeah, just a visual part of it. Something about that's visually pleasing. Hi.
Welcome back to the real world, Jack.
Before you go, I'd like to make use of your new data link. Captain Rhodes?
Right.
What is this?
A data tile, left behind by one of the station's scientists. I'd like to see if your scanner can access the information stored inside.
All right, well, you heard the lady.
Go on and give it a scan.
Okay.
Ah, interesting.
What was on it?
Research notes on the biomass.
Anything useful?
A list of genetic markers shared between the different biomass forms. That could prove most useful. Jack, if you find any more devices with data ports like this one, be sure to scan them and transmit your findings to me.
Will do.
I've also added a new data tab to your ARM computer to track what we've recovered.
How much data was lost?
We don't actually have any way of knowing, but finding more will almost undoubtedly be beneficial towards developing a cure, even if only in a small way.
Understood.
Ooh.
Anything else, Juno?
That should be all for now.
Come on out then, Jack.
1.5 petabytes? Bloody hell! 1 second.
Juno, do you read?
1.35 petabytes for an ASCII
I
image?
need you back here to help me pass the FTL's output data. And bring Captain Rhodes with you. I could use her insight as well.
We've nearly finished prepping Jack for departure.
He's still here? I could
Yeah,
have
hello.
built an entirely new generator by now. Get him out of the airlock and then get up here.
You weren't exaggerating. This Dr. Harlan is quite irritable.
Try not to be too hard on him. He has good reason.
It sounds like there's something I should know.
Juno? Tell him.
Tell me what?
Dr. Harlan is infected.
Oh.
Infected with what?
With the biomass, of course.
I don't understand. He seemed perfectly normal.
His infection is internal, a result of breathing in microparticles of the biomass.
Oh.
Though we have managed to slow the infection's progress using various treatments developed here at the facility, I fear the doctor may be approaching the final stages of his infection.
What happens if he doesn't develop a cure in time?
I'm guessing that very question is what's making him so irritable.
I hope this might help you better understand why Dr. Harlan is the way he is. His entire life, he's only ever had one goal: eliminate the biomass, preserve what's left of humanity. Thanks to you, for the first time in, well, quite a while, we appear to be making progress.
Whatever I can do to help.
You can start by restoring the generator.
Lead on.
Cycling the airlock now.
If we don't... Why do I feel that Lone Echo 3 we're gonna have actual zombies? And then I get my arm cannon?
Ready to depart.
Okay.
Hard seal. Ready to cycle.
Wait a second, Juno. Jack, listen. There's something else.
Captain Rhodes, maybe now isn't the best time.
I'm not about to send him out there with only half the story.
Okay.
Liv, what is it?
You remember on the Estrella,
Yes.
When you saved my life by repressurizing the bridge.
Yes. Oh.
Oh no.
The oxygen that flooded into the bridge was contaminated. Dr. Harlan's already run a test to confirm. The infection's in my system.
No.
Jack, listen to me. The contaminants were microscopic. There was no way you could have known.
No, I cleared the vents.
Yes, you did. And if you hadn't, I'd have been dead almost instantly.
Are you alright? Are you experiencing any pain?
No. I'm fine. I'm not feeling any effects at all.
Currently, the captain's infection is dormant. It takes time, often years, for the biomass to shut down the human body. What's more, her particular strain of the infection is less aggressive than Dr. Harlan's, perhaps due to her having acquired it in the past.
The best thing we can do right now, the only thing, is help Dr. Harlan develop his cure. We do that, all our problems are solved.
Technically, not all of them. You'll still be stuck in the wrong time.
Yes. Thank you, Juno. Get to the generator. Stabilize the power grid. Hopefully, by then, we'll have come up with an idea for what's next.
Liv, I promise. I will make this right.
Nothing to make right, Jack. This isn't your fault.
Now off you go. Good luck.
Commencing depressurization.
Should I hold on to something?
Depressurization complete.
Exiting airlock. How do I reach the generator?
The generator facility should be just up ahead as you exit.
Copy that.
Whoa, arms. Oh, I hate this. I hate this sheer silence. Okay, there's a generator. Good.
I'll mark the destination for you.
Juno, pull the FTL's output log, starting a few minutes back from the accident.
What are you looking for?
If your android is right and the FTL accident really did create a temporal anomaly, then we should see clear evidence of the event in the output data. FTL drives don't normally rip open tunnels through time.
I don't believe being infected by biomass is normal either.
Wait. You're right. Juno, can you pull up the...
Stand by.
This resonance. The FTL shouldn't be creating a displacement with this signature and nowhere near this magnitude.
Then it's the biomass. Has to be. It's causing some sort of reaction in the drive.
We'll need to run some simulations.
Let's get to it then. Jack, we'll be on standby.
Acknowledged.
And now I'm back to the painful silence of space. God, I hate. I love space, but by God, there's some things that are just terrifying. Like this! Here I am! On an asteroid over Saturn! I could literally go to my demise. Is this doing like that? Oh, I hate this even more!
Juno, what is the state of Titan?
How do you mean? The weather?
No, Juno. He's asking if anyone's still living there. Our old supervisor was stationed on that moon.
Given the passage of time, I am certain that your boss has long since expired.
Yes, obviously. We know how aging works. But is there still a colony? Has it been fully terraformed? My father helped start that process.
After the Atlas Corporation dissolved in 22...
The answer is no, Captain. No colony. No terraforming. The biomass saw to that.
Right.
Ah. Yeah. Ooh.
This equipment is some form of dock or buoy?
Affirmative. It's one of the station's charging docks. They're set up to facilitate recharging and navigation for the various drones deployed here. Though it is worth noting that the Doctor and I have redeployed several pieces of equipment as well. Fortunately, once you complete repairs to the generator, we should be able to use the data ports on any of the equipment to restore its functionality.
Copy that.
Cool. Oh, I see what they mean where they said there's no way to get to it internally. This entire thing is disconnected from the entirety of this thing. Also, as I was saying again, this is scary, and these noises aren't helping me. Is there a Lone Echo 3 in development? If there is a Lone Echo 3 in development, let me guess. It's gonna be a horror game where we're gonna have biomass zombies. That actually be really cool. I actually want that now. I don't know. Developers have...
Earth still appears blue from this distance. The blight of the biomass is nowhere in evidence.
You think we'll ever be able to go back? Not just me, but humanity.
In my limited experience, I have found human beings to be discerning, resourceful, and, above all, exceedingly stubborn. Based on those factors alone, I would estimate the odds of humanity's return to be more than favorable.
We ought to put you in charge of morale.
I mean, it's true. I mean, how many times has people said, oh, this can't be done, and then humanity's like, you want to bet? Antarctica's completely uninhabitable.
Your best option for entering the facility would be locating an access hatch on the exterior.
I'm
Try
working
looking
on
for a
it.
small hatch with a red cover.
Acknowledged. I'll see what I can find.
I'm working on it. It's like, oh, humans can't fly. Yeah, want to bet? So we found a way to do it. Give it a couple of decades, we'll probably find a way to do it even better than before. Without man-made stuff. Wings. We're going to give ourselves wings. And I am all for that.
I've located the entrance.
Even though I'll be dead before then.
It seems the airlock is offline, most likely due to the power failure. An alternate access method will be required.
Does that mean there's another way in?
Station blueprints show an access hatch on the facility's exterior. Look for a small rectangular hatch with a red cover.
Copy that. I'll take a look outside.
Okay, well, back I go. Boom.
I noticed these when we first arrived in this timeline. Some kind of massive processing structure. It's capturing Saturn's atmosphere.
Correct. They're known as autonomous atmospheric harvesters. They process hydrogen and helium from Saturn, inject it into containers, and then jettison those containers outward for retrieval. The minimal contact reduces the risk of biomass infection.
It's like the Kronos 5000 or something.
Sorry?
I mean, it might be what our job would have turned into. It's a bit more impressive than extracting helium from ice cubes like we did, but it's basically where our work was headed.
Cool. Okay, need red hatch. Red hatch. Exterior vent access. Cargo loading, okay. Aha. Okay, let's follow this along. See where it goes, see what we can see, what we can discover. You know, I also find it very ironic this is essentially a global pandemic on a
access hatch located. Looks like I'll have to cut my way in.
With the generator's interior in a vacuum state, it should be safe to use your cutter here. Explosive decompression will not be an issue.
Copy that.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. Ugh. God, this is claustrophobic.
I'm inside the facility. What's next?
The main problem is almost certainly the reactor. It's a large cylindrical structure in the facility's central chamber. The access way will take you there, though additional cutting may be required. But please, try to avoid damaging our former workplace too heavily.
Juno.
Wait, you two used to work here?
Juno and I were part of the station's biomass research team.
So you were here during the outbreak?
No, I had taken leave to pursue my theory for eliminating the biomass. By the time I returned, it was too late. There was no one left.
My God, Harlan.
Captain, please. We have work to do.
Feel bad for the guy now. Okay. Whee! Oh. I would have thought my momentum would have far surpassed it. I know the whole first law of physics,
Reactor
but still.
located.
Great. How's it look?
Not well. I'm seeing smoke, likely from an internal malfunction.
That explains the power outage.
And the life support failure.
Right, better open it up, Jack. See what's going on in there.
Is this a good idea? I mean, there's gotta be a lot of radiation here, I assume. Oh, this doesn't feel like a safe... This doesn't feel like a safe ceiling. This doesn't feel remotely like a safe way to seal a reactor.
I'm opening the casing for a closer look at the reactor.
Copy that.
The reactor appears mostly intact, other than a missing part or two.
Good enough state to work, though, right?
Yes, the malfunction appears to be temporary. Install a complete set of operational cores, and the reactor should resume normal functionality.
Okay. Well, sounds like you two have got things handled.
Copy that. A bad reactor core.
You'll need replacements to get the reactor running again, Jack. The facility contains a storage area that might be worth investigating.
Thanks, Juno.
Is there any more? Let me see how many I need, or is it just the one? Okay, looks like it's 2 cores. Yep, 2 blasted out cores. Ooh.
This data tile appears to still be intact.
Despite their small size, data tiles make for excellent external storage. I advise scanning it so that we can retrieve its contents.
No problem.
Scan successful. Interesting. Shortly before the outbreak, the engineers developed a means of optimizing the power flow of the reactor. Jack, if you can find more data on this, I may be able to adapt these principles to your integrated cutter.
How much more data?
Uncertain. Without possessing the actual data, it's impossible to measure its size. Nonetheless, I've made an entry in the data tab on your ARM computer. I anticipate only a few more scans will be required, though.
Acknowledged.
Cool.
I'll keep watch for more data ports.
Also, I would have thought being in a vacuum, that would be a bad thing for the, whatchamacallit, because the vacuum is terrible for, like, heat management, for, like, heat transferring. That's why white dwarfs last so long. Okay. Sweet. Good to see that still works. And that also means I'm probably gonna die. Hey, this thing again. That said, I am gonna call it good before motion sickness kicks in for me. So I assume that's a save point. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not looking at the camera properly. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye! I broke an arm.